Hi, this is Midi38. We're getting ready to give the old F250 a tune-up. This is from my 1990 F250. Put 351 Windsor in it. One of the last of the 351 Windsors. One thing these old Fords like is genuine motorcraft parts. If you can't get that, get the best you can. Get a good rotor and distributor cap. The distributor cap on these, like I said, get a good one. Get a brass connections. See that? All brass connections. You want a carbon button on the inside. No cheap aluminum connections. They'll go bad on you on these, especially with the EFI and the ignition system they use in those. And this has got a tungsten pickup that goes against the carbon button and brass rotor tip. Now these don't actually touch. It's got a gap inside and the spark jumps, so it's important that you use brass. That way it don't go up. Aluminum will go right up on these. They're pretty high output from factory. And something I always do is, to the distributor cap go in the motor like that, I always mark my firing order, if I can, somehow, on the cap, before I ever go out there and start. And you see I have it marked 1, 3, 7, 2, 6, 5, 4, 8. And that is the firing order for a 351 Windsor. Unless you've had some kind of weird race modifications done to it, that's it. So let's go get this thing on. Okay, we made it outside here, and now we're getting ready to change our distributor cap for our new one. If you notice, I've marked all the wires too. I like to have everything marked so we don't forget. Get one switched, and then we'll try to figure out why it ain't running right. And to get this where I can get to it, what I have to do is remove, if you look, there's the air box that runs over here to the intake. I just had to remove these hoses, and they're just held on with a clamp. So that's easy. Regular screwdriver, they're not even on that tight, and you can put them back on with a regular screwdriver. That's all you need for this job, is a screwdriver. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this off here. Let me pull this number 5 off so you can see better. There we go. Okay. We're going to pop this off here with a screwdriver. Boop. And the other one will come off with a screwdriver. Alright. Actually, you can wiggle this right on out. I'm just going to unplug all these because I like pretty much the way they go in, and they're marked, so I don't have to worry about mixing them up. Okay. There we go. Now, get this thing out of here. See the other one? You can just push that out with my finger. And there is my rotor button. Woo-hoo! Alright. So, pop the old one off. And you pop the new one down in the same way. And there's a hole back here. You gotta make sure this piece lines up with that hole. And it's gonna be on a little tighter. You kind of get in there and wiggle it until it finds its place. Make sure it finds the hole down there. Make sure it finds the hole. And it will go right in place, unless, of course, you've got a camera pointed at it. Okay, there we go. Oh, this just kind of goes down right on there. Nice and solid. No problem. Okay, and time for a new cap. Alright. Move these wires out of our way. And then the new cap will go on, and it will sit right down and line up with these two snaps. And 6 will be looking at you. 5 will be right there. 6, 5, see? You get that. Will be looking at you. Okay. So you make sure they're on there and they're tight, and as far as lined up, now you gotta wiggle it around a little bit. Get that clamp on there. Pull that other clamp up with your fingers. Get it to snap in place. Sometimes it takes a little bit. Sometimes things don't just happen, you know. Hello. Yeah, this is what the distributor cap looks like I took out. I wish I could find the rotor, but it went and took vacation. It just flew away on me while I was working on the car. So I didn't bother. You know, I looked for it for so long, and then that was it. But I just show you how bad that was wore. So it was running bad, and that probably had something to do with it. So this is Midi38. You have a wonderful day. Thank you. Hopefully you got something from this video.